Have you or your children ever played Clash of Clans? So the mobile game is just one of many that a recent study has highlighted as problematic when it comes to children's privacy rights. Here to tell us more about the study is civil law professor at the University of Ottawa, Thomas Borelli. Good morning to you. Good morning. So many questions. First off, what kind of video games are we talking about that really risk our children's privacy being invaded?
We are talking mostly about the mobile video games.
Okay.
And it's very important because most of the players play on mobile today. It's 60% of the player plays on mobiles.
They do. Okay. So through the mobile games, somehow they're able to glean, to capture information. What kind of information?
A lot of different types of information. First, like who you are. So your name, your address, where you live, sometimes your gender, your sex, your birthday, like information about your material. They know what kind of computer you use, the kind of browsers. They know a lot about how you play the game. Say, when do you log in, when do you log out, where you click, the way you play. And also all the information you provide through when you have a problem with them, when you buy something with them, and also more important, like all the data that can come from your social media. If you link your account to social media, they can get all this data as well.
Now, are we opening ourselves up to this? Are we actually giving permission to them taking all this information without us even knowing it?
Yeah, technically you are giving permission. However, what we have shown in the study is that when you look at these privacy policies, none of them respect the legal framework we studied in Quebec, Canada, and the US. So you would at least expect, even if you don't read the policies, you would expect them to respect the minimum standard of the law, but they don't. So even when you say yes, they are not respecting law and implementing it.
What can be done with this information? How are our children at risk?
Very, very important questions, because they say that they collect this data first to offer you the service, to open your account. So for this, it's okay. I mean, it's kind of a legitimate use, but the main way they use your data is for targeted ads. So it's to send advertisement to the kid, which is actually illegal for kids below 13 years old in Quebec. But it's to do targeted ad, because it's the business model of this industry. Most of these games, or a lot of these games, are free. So the way they make money is by selling your data, selling advertisement, or selling other products through this advertisement. Okay,
so a lot of times we sign up for whether it's a social media account or a video game, and yes, we're actually clicking yes to, take all my information so I can play this game or I can have access to this particular platform. But children, how can it be seen as, no, they gave up that right? Because they're only children. Don't they need their parents' permission for this?
Yes, they need the parents' authorization. But in a lot of privacy we have studied, the consent is, you don't even know if it's an informed consent. And sometimes it's not they don't even collect the consent of the parents.
So are parents to blame in this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I would really not blame the parents, because if you have experienced this, you have tried to read one of these policy, you would see that it's very, very long, it's very technical, very hard. We were 3 lawyers working on this project. Even for us, it was super hard to understand. And at the beginning, it was so long to read, pages and pages of documents, and sometimes one document linked to other documents, because you have third parties as well involved in the in the management of the data. So no, I would not blame the parents. It's not their fault. As I said, at least you would expect these companies to respect the minimum standards of the law.
So what needs to be done?
I think the government should step up, and we already have laws that are very, very good in some cases. Like Quebec is good, the law is good, but it's not being implemented. So it's the first step, having the resources to do this.
Holding these companies to account.
Yes, exactly. And the second strategy that we could use, and we are seeing it right now, because there was a class action started in October, it's players, parents suing these companies. And we have a class action right now. I think it's 47 companies being sued in Quebec, and it's more than 500 games involved. And let me tell you, it could be way more. That's the biggest one. You have Ubisoft, you have Nintendo, you have Microsoft, you have Tencent. You have a lot of companies established in Quebec, in Canada, or in a foreign country. But it's a major step, and it's only the first stage, but it's a very, very interesting step.
I know that we are out of time, but quickly, what can parents do to protect their children? Is there anything?
My best advice is don't play on mobile device. It's not that video games are not good. I love video games. I play video games.
Okay.
But don't play the online ones and don't play on mobile right now because it's not safe, like as we have shown in the study. Maybe it will be one day, but right now it's not.
Thomas Borelli, a civil law professor, University of Ottawa, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.